I'm a child born of rape. My parents infected me with HIV and AIDS. But my parents are both responsible, so what did you think? That I will turn out to be a poisoned parasitic gene? How dare you say, why did I not tell you? I asked you, should use contraceptives. Nali does no kunyan. We are funa now. Wati hai. I would rather appreciate you penetrating me in a sexual manner. I want to feel you in me cleanly. Ooh, this type of pleasure I have never seen. Every time they look at me, they say, oh, this love that you give me, I've never received, not knowing that it's HIV and AIDS that they will receive. Oh, as I die, as I lay in between her thighs, I will end it there and let you look for more because it's the other dialogue.
I love that. Stop it, VK. Oh my gosh, that is perfect. Oh, that is absolutely perfect. Even posting it, even the marketing. I now am with you. Like, things must be posted in the evening. The conversation must only pop up then, because people, their minds or their energy is floating around that, just, frequency wise. Okay. Hello gorgeous, beautiful humans, my name is Siithembs. I am the professor of this channel. As you know that I'm busy with the D.O.P experiment, and this is not a video that is directly in series or in sequence of the D.O.P experiment, but it's just a side little quest.
I don't mind it even being, it's either we can live record it at a particular time at night, so that it will turn to like after 9 or something.
Yesterday, I got a call from a friend of mine that I had met last year, and we really bonded very quickly, and I think that makes sense also knowing that we met through a person that's very special in my life. It's easy to access that bit of your brain. Oh, come on! Of course, we got to know each other as friends and as artists, and the privilege in this also, like this person, my table is just remorse. But another thing that's special about them is the fact that they are a multifaceted individual.
Those morning ones, you know how we can even go like a morning round. The morning round is always best within the hours of 4 to 5.
Come on!
And that's when we could speak about that early morning conversation or whatever that we could share about there. But that's basically how we can maneuver. What I'm saying is the interview, don't mind, because people don't know how the process is at. Because these are based on true stories.
Yes.
And they do not want in this way. And trust me, you see those vessels there. There's something that's going to be interesting even within the interview, is that those vessels there, they're not even all together performing at once. They are all in their different spaces performing or trying to 3 different places doing the same thing in their own way.
I love that. So are you going to pull out one of those? Are they performing at the same time? Their name is BK, and meeting BK last year was beautiful. I felt like I met like a version of myself.
When we get enough funding like that, darling, with a broadcasting network, that could happen. But since we don't have like a broadcasting space right now.
And we are very different people, by the way, I mean it, but there are just nuances that I know that as much as they're buying milk versus Coke,
I don't mind making them happen within a similar time period.
Okay,
like maybe this week, like this is a week, Monday, Tuesday it's Johannesburg, Wednesday, Thursday that one, Friday, Saturday it's that one. You know that kind of a vibe.
Yes, so I love that kind of vibe also. Those are the kind of vibes I just want to, steeze with. They're still buying liquid kind of vibe, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I know what's going on in their mind and how they're making that decision because I understand it. So to be able to, again, relate to a person on that level, because I am a chameleon. Most places that I need to go to, I assimilate. It's not difficult to be myself, and I enjoy being myself actually, but I am reserved as a person. I prefer being reserved just because I do think like, why?
And it's basically that, the symbolism, whatever I just described of what you see, it's exactly that. That's the continuous driving image.
Okay.
So whatever happens else is just stories that are getting aided on that need to be recorded with the utmost emotion and emotive so that things can keep flowing. I'll even just, before we end the call during this, give you a snippet of 5 lines of the first monologue so that you get a sense of
Oh my gosh, thank you. Okay, yes, but I'm listening. I don't want to disturb you anymore. Not why. Actually, let me be honest. I grew up being big personality. Everywhere I go, Siithembs this, Siithembs that. But I intentionally did that. It's not like I was just blessed with the popularity card. I put in effort for people to recognize me, to see me, and to acknowledge what I bring to the table, right? So again, like when you get into a space and you don't even have to try, your ADHD can open, not conquer, but can flourish, but also your weirdness, your queerness, your blackness that is questionable in many degrees and by many other people. But again, who am I? Literally, no one can question anything about me anymore because I refuse, especially if you don't come to me. And I'm not going to prove anymore how black I am because it's time to sound.
I could have done this for my masters and left it, but it just ended up now being this. And I'm just like, I'm willing for it to expand into whatever region. And if marketing comes with interviews, if it comes with dropping audios, if it comes with images that speak in galleries, I don't mind because there's a key to open up those doors. We just finally need to find a way of how do we distribute this to the people. But
I don't think we were gonna take time. We didn't have the time. It was now. Okay? Thank you.
I agree. So now Ijazi, right? Are you ready?
I'm with you.
So, I'll give you just a paragraph, nothing more, nothing long, unless you ask for more. So, I'm a child born of rape. My parents infected me with HIV and AIDS. But my parents are both responsible, so what did you think? That I will turn out to be a poisoned parasitic gene? How dare you say, why did I not tell you? I asked you, should you use contraceptives? Uyalifuna na. Wathi hayi, I would rather appreciate you penetrating me in a sexual manner. I want to fill you in me cleanly. Ooh, this type of pleasure I have never seen. Every time they look at me, they say, oh, this love that you give me, I've never received, not knowing that it's HIV and AIDS that they will receive. Oh, as I die, as I lay in between her thighs. I will end it there and let you look for more because it's the other dialogue.
I'll first work with you with what you have and what we need to focus on, and then eventually as it grows, like almost for the first show I won't be that active until you ask, but then when I have a full idea after the product has been produced once, then we could be khoy. And kumnandi, I think the code switching, it's a privilege. Anyway, let's move on. I want to be able to upload this video so that I can go to the artist way. That is my next little chunk. It's going to be very important. I already uploaded my first doc on the Dotshavich experiment. That is just an introduction. It's not even episode 1 officially. It was just me pouring my heart, and I wanted a video of that nature. Otherwise, when I come back, I'm going to be dressed the part. But yes.
No problem. So this Sunday, actually, I just had to gather all the actors, and guess what? You're gonna love the concept of the actors of that of brought vessels is the word I like to use. They're all fucking amazing. So I'm gonna tell you the demographic. You're gonna go madness because you're gonna see where the funding is gonna come from.
Come on! And I love that you said, only demographic cows and as come on.
Sino Zazatala, the Naledi Award winner of last year for Best Performer, and she is the first trans woman to run the Pretoria streets. There's no person who can hold a one-man show in Pretoria besides her.
Oh, she's gorgeous. So I know Zaza, yes, but not Kanjaro, but Mpumelelo face.
Yes, dancer Zaza, you should. Yes, dancer doing their things. And then we have the youngest, the young soul right there, the youngest one in the middle, Devonte Louwe. So Devonte Louwe is actually a trans girl who...
Is it Devonte Louwe?
Yes.
Manila, how do you spell Louwe?
Like Louwe, E-L-O-Y-I, it's on the poster.
Oh, sorry, it's on the poster because I'm also like on the internet googling these people as we go.
Okay, so the first that's like Khanda, she's known, you can Google and figure out.
Yes. Because this person understands me and they know that there's no way in life I'll be doing one thing. So I'll get bored. Going back to the fact that like I dropped out of school, but I knew that when I was in grade 10 already that I would drop out of school because I was so good in a lot of things and I was bad in a lot of things. Wow, how did I know that? It's because I did a lot of things.
Oh girl, she is like the protege of Dada Masilo.
Oh yeah, she's one of those girlies.
Yes.
I understand.
Yes.
No, and you know what I mean. Like they are those girlies, the prodigies. I get their steez. So if I did around 15 things a year, like on a sports, culture, academia, all these different things, let's say I did 15. At least 10 of them I was good at, and out of the 10, 5 I was dominant at. Then the other 5 to make the 15, I probably sucked, but I wasn't there for that. I was there for the experience, and sometimes it's the teacher that is teaching us that is incredible, and I do follow individuals. I don't care. Like if you inspire me and if your voice lands in my heart, whatever you're saying, because not everyone's voice lands, and I don't listen to everyone. And I know that a lot of people don't listen to me, but those that have listened to me, I've seen their lives change.
Tomboyish but very femininely sexy. You confuse me.
And I love that. Yeah, but he's so Johnny. How did we get here?
Exactly. So these are the 3 human beings which have been chosen to be vessels.
These are forces. I don't know them, but I can feel it. We all change lives. We all influence people to make a better decision than they would have if they did not have the data that you just supplied them. So anyway, I'm inspired to inspire because I am a person that is obsessed by being inspired. I look for inspiration. If my role models are not directly accessible to me now, I'm going to go to the internet and find a role model. And I've done that over the years, since I was in grade 8. Because grade 8, that's where the internet really took over my life. Prior to that, it was just obviously on the phone, but I started watching even YouTubes when I was in grade 8. I know that might sound normal, but then I was one of the very few people that was like engaged, trying to understand. And I wasn't even understanding YouTube on a creative perspective, but this app that has a lot of things that I like. It had joyous celebration, it had Project Runway, it had things that I was like, oh my gosh, people are struggling to find this, there's this app. Anyway.
And you see the body that you see on that poster, that's none of the beast right there.
Okay, because I did want to know. I was like, Kubani Lo. So the show will be started by Nolo. Oh, but I mean, they're all going to perform different, they're all going to have the opportunity to be Nolo.
Yes, not to be Nolo, to be a vessel.
Yes, that's what I meant. When it comes to that, I am a person that will go self-teach. So moving on, I got this stunning assignment. It's a quick one. When I got it, something that they were just like, babes, you can do this in 2 seconds. And I was like, I'm sure I can. But because I've started the dotshavichdigitaldesk experiment, and also when it comes to the artist way itself, you know, I've done the artist way, I've just never finished it, I did mention that. But one thing about the artist way that will always remind me to really be grounded in how I go about working, and I even communicated this to BK because the very first time BK is also asking me for work. They did 1, 2 prior, but I can be a lion and I will roar. And I think I was roaring then, not to BK per se, but I was in a roar mode, like I was shooting at everything. No, because again, I've been going through transitioning on a personality, spiritually, financially, mentally, and a lot of no's are needed in this process. A lot of no's.
Yes. So they're all gonna have an opportunity to do that because so initially we started with Nala because Nala was like, dude, before next year happens, I need something that can identify me as a powerhouse in the industry. And I was like, girl, if you really wanna be powerhouse, you need to handle a one-man show that's actually gonna sell out. And she was like, okay, do it for me.
And anyway, they sensed it, I never got the opportunity to say no, they just didn't ask. Now, they got me at the right time, they called me, I was on a high yesterday, and I'd switch off my phone in terms of like flight mode. Stand my laptop, I forgot to switch off my WhatsApp, because when I'm working, I like to lock in. Nothing must get through to me. I don't care how important it is. If it did not get to me in the time I was online, it's not important enough, because I'm about to disappear for like only 3 hours. Sorry. And also, people that do know me, I don't have a car yet, so you cannot be calling me to flip my entire world so that I can get to wherever you are to make a difference or to save your life. Should it be the case, I will, but I'm not going to be enjoying it. It's going to be love, it's going to be commitment, and it's going to be saying, I got you. But do better next time. Thank you. Okay?
And I was like, okay, cool. And then...
Yes.
What's happening? Yeah, so these are the 3 bodies and vessels that we are rock and rolling with. I wish to get some more, but these are the people I particularly chose because they're really not afraid to speak their naked truth. And these are people that are playing for the spectrum. I got the trans, I got the pansexuals, I got the rainbow here, so they can handle pride, they can handle World AIDS Day for me, they can also handle GBV when we start speaking about female rights and etc. So
that's such a well versed. Yeah, they're very well versed in the as products, and like you said, imali and bangena kuwo onga maqanga. So yes, BK contacted me yesterday. Let me go get some water. Actually, I just need to lubricate. That assignment was a voiceover, a stunning prequel to the show that BK is directing. It's called Ucansi, and BK wants to use my voice as the very first post. This is special to me, to be quite honest. I think I don't know how many times I've spoken about my insecurity, about how I speak, but today I woke up saying, this is how I speak. Mazkale. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, it's special to be contacted to do something artistically that requires your voice, because the way I speak was so triggering that even in high school, when I had my own show as head of school, obviously it's not my show, but I'm head of school and I'm the father of that show, people jumped to say, not your voice.
Oh my god. So, this is what I call
Yes.
So I take things and I just name them by what they are or what, you know what I mean?
Oh, I know. We can create worlds in seconds, and naming things, that's my favorite part of creating worlds. So, again, you're speaking to another version of you here.
Indeed. I feel that. That's why we clicked the first time. We just never took time to learn each other before we did shenanigans.
Not because they don't like my voice. I mean, they voted for me. This is the voice that carried many trials and tribulations. I fought for things that people were just like, and there's no way, let it be cancelled. I said, it will not be cancelled. We are getting it. And I don't care if it's adults. And I also had such a beautiful experience in terms of my principal, showing that he does admire that adult person, because I didn't have anyone in my home to celebrate that about what I do at work, because I don't share everything I did. I never shared everything I did at school, at home. I always found something, like a small topic, and made it big. Again, I'm a talker, I can ramble. I mean, I can start it even now, I'm just talking. So it's, again, beautiful to be recognized by my principal. My principal is just like, girl, I don't know what's going on in your head, but whatever you set to achieve in this life, I am excited to see what it actually is, because you can dismantle walls of Jericho. That's nothing on you, and I've watched you change your life from the. I was literally rejected at my high school.
But
I don't think we were gonna take time. We didn't have the time. It was now. Okay. Thank you.
I agree. So now Ijazi, right? Are you ready?
I'm with you.
So, I'll give you just a paragraph, nothing more, nothing long, unless you ask for more. So, I'm a child born of rape. My parents infected me with HIV and AIDS. But my parents are both responsible, so what did you think? That I will turn out to be a poisoned parasitic gene? How dare you say, why did I not tell you? I asked you, should use contraceptives. I would rather appreciate you penetrating me in a sexual manner. I want to feel you in me cleanly. Ooh, this type of pleasure I have never seen. Every time they look at me, they say, oh, this love that you give me, I've never received, not knowing that it's HIV and AIDS that they will receive. Oh, as I die, as I lay in between her thighs, I will end it there and let you look for more because it's the other dialogue.
I was rejected. They said no because of my address. I lived in Philippines and they said no. That's when I prayed to Jesus. I said, well, find me a family, please. I'm going to that school. And when I get to that school, I'm going to be the head of school. I am going to be running the most beautiful, monumental, important things that people are going to engrave in their history. I will have sleepless nights to ensure that people's dreams do come true, not through teachers, but through students' work. My school was a very, very big institution on ensuring that children take on leadership and they know how to do real life things. I'll always say this again. When I was at Norman Henschel High School, I should have gotten I should have been getting a check.
And she'll say that the love that I give her is something that they have never received. Yes, HIV and AIDS is what they will receive. As I die, is when I lay in between her thighs. I'll end it there, ellipsis.
That was work, but today I get to build my brand with the skills that I've been working on as a student. And I was in an environment that also celebrated those skills. I was in an environment that also always shared with me that there is so much more that you can achieve, that you're capable of, because you are Siithembs and you are able to. It depends if you really want it or not, and what is your why. Oh, that's something I don't struggle with. Besides when I lost my alter ego, not alter ego, when I went through ego death, I didn't want to do anything, I didn't want to exist, I didn't want to kill myself, but I also was just like, what's the point? Anyway, I'm going to start with this assignment. It's a short, quick read. It's not that quick, but I think it's going to be a minute max. I haven't practiced, but the one thing that BK is asking from me, they're asking for like a lady whistle down kind of effect. So what I'm going to do is to watch one of Lady Whistledown's videos.
Okay. Is that something that I'm gonna need to read at some point?
Nope.
Oh, fuck. That was yummy. That was beautiful. Thank you. I'm glad we came back to this. Yes, that was stunning.
Oh, no.
And that's a story told, and it's complete, and it's like short, and it's like, yeah, it's succinct. It has that thing of like, yeah, and yeah, I like, just the train of thought during the reading. It's yummy.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I delved into it because it gets really demonic at the end when he comes in and she answers and she's just like, child. I'm like, she speaks it in Tswana. I actually even had to write in Tswana because when I interviewed her, apologies. Funny enough, I was told this by a woman, and this was a story saying when I asked about a sexual experience, and she told me that, hey, now my first sexual experience was weird because I had a friend, we were friends, we had sex for more than 3 days, and they did not tell me that they had HIV and AIDS. And that's how I got infected, because I laid my trust in them. But what hurt her the most was not even that she got the HIV and AIDS, was that she was more concerned about spiritually transmitted disease that she ought to have received, because the person passed on after they had slept with her. So she was continuously wondering that, is the punishment that this man received does it come from her ancestral spiritual energies that she transmuted because he never spoke the truth about his disease? But now the question is, Do I need to tell you that I have HIV and AIDS when we sleep if I've offered you contraceptives? Is it really something I should reveal?
As you can see, my algorithm in Survivor, that is my best, favorite reality TV. Now I'm going to be on Survivor and I am going to win Survivor because Survivor is my parents. And then artists, I'm always on about artists, I'm about entrepreneurship, and I do like politics actually. I need to know, I'm growing up, but I've always loved politics. Again, if you follow me on my TikTok, I've said my first dream, genuinely, even today, is to be president of this country. But being queer, wearing wigs in front of the camera, what the hell are you doing, Siithembs? And I'm not willing to sacrifice my character or my person. No, not the character. I think the character, me going in like this would still be great and enough. But I'm not willing to dumb my expression down because the world created certain rules that will make sense with my job. Like, I'm not that obsessed with the idea of being on the chair. I'm even willing to be their social media manager at this point, and I'm happy. That is a dream come true. Should it happen, it will happen.
That's the conflict here.
Yes, and it makes sense as well.
Yeah, so that was so that's why from that interview things get characterized and then narrated, and that's what's happening. So this is kind of the things that happen because it starts off at love at first sight where there'll be shadow imagery in the back of people actually like shadow imagery that looks like Kama Sutra, sexual things happening, a female putting on a dildo, entering it into a man's anal, all these things, but you just see them as shadows.
That is the closest to the president's seat I think I'm gonna get, but I've always been fascinated by leadership. I come from a home that didn't have that, obviously, so in my head I've always wanted that kind of control and being able to know my next move. Yes, as you can talk, bro. Lady, whistle down.
Yeah, that's where we end. Now you can ask what's in the zoo. I think I've given you a preset of what's needed, and what I just needed at the current moment was just that voiceover to just intrigue people on the director's note as to what's what in the zoo before it gets to it is here. And in terms of the stories to be told, of the sexual stories, there are particular pieces that I'm wanting to provide to you that I believe you can rock and roll, but those ones won't be as immediate as this one. Those ones, we can take time on it because I'll probably just by next week, not necessarily today or next day, but just, yeah, give you time onto them so you can play around.
Okay, Sunny.
Yeah, talk to Dan Diggy. That's what's up.
So for me, like where I'm at, I won't lie, I think obviously I was a bit forward by not allowing you. In the future, I think, again, this is the beginning. In the future, to just let you speak and finish and then ask at the end, or like, even if I do ask in between, to not ask as much. So if anything, now that we are at the end, like the vision for me is clear, right? I am with you. And again, thank you so much for like thinking of me, but more than anything, I'm proud of you. I know this is something that you, like you're saying, it's something that you worked on in varsity as your thesis, but now you are just bringing it to life properly, and you're gonna ensure that it grows like a child, and eventually it will be fully formed. It might take 2 years, we don't know. We're gonna allow it to just breathe and have its own life. On my side, again, I think more than anything, I will be taking instructions. I love being proactive, but I won't be proactive. I will be taking instructions, and I'm going to be taking guidance and leadership, just because, again, I do have things that I'm busy with, but I do want to be part of this. But I think you are in a space where you also just solidly grounding yourself in what you're trying to produce, and I don't want to disturb you in that. And I think more than anything, you coming to me, you have an idea of who I think I am and what I can bring to the table, and when you do need me, you're gonna knock. I do trust that. So I'm just saying out loud so that we're on the same steez. I might be quiet after you, even we've spoken about it, but I will be either waiting on you, but sometimes I might be a lunatic and just knock. But for the most, I'll try not interrupting and just do what you're asking me and just be part of this project how I am honored to be in whatever form. Do you know what I'm saying?
Single train whistle 3. Oh no, it's not lady whistle down, it's the whistle itself. Lady Whistle Down. I didn't write the whistle down. Yes, voice.
And that's about it. It's a matter of now. Like again, I don't think tonight is the best time to post because I think like with due respect in terms of us just working on a friendly level, calling me now and almost expecting me to create something now, that's not healthy. Like it's your fault that you didn't contact me yesterday, kind of vibe. Do you know what I'm saying?
Lady Pegasus here. What's this news? The Pegasus Residential Leader Conference is all the buzz. Brace yourself for exhilarating entertainment, set to ignite the night and enchant all attendees. This conference is the epitome of sophistication and excitement. There's only one way to make it 15 years in this business, and that's by adopting a time-tested motto. Carry on. Together we will continue to redefine excellence, to build on the legacy of the past 15 years.
So I know this. It's a familiar voice. I like it, but it's not Lady Whistle Down.
And so now that you contacted me today, you have to bear the brunt of posting it tomorrow. Do you know what I'm saying? So that it doesn't feel rushed. Because as much as I am, we will work with what we have and the time that we have, but for the most, I think we're at the age where we can produce or try our best to produce things that are of quality. We've put out a lot of quantity, and refining things that we put out there artistically is going to be very important. And I think again, I'm in that space where I respect things that people are doing, but more than anything, I do respect what I'm doing too, because I've never been in that space actually. I've always just been hoeing, like just hope for the best. Now it's not hoping for the best, it's just saying, it's like...
It's not my Lady Whistle Down. Come on, I need a scene, guys. Lady Whistle Down.
Dear readers, I have news that sparkles brighter than the jewels of a Regency ball. Prepare yourselves for a night of delightful revelry into the very heart of society, where tantalizing tales and splendid surprises await. The tickets to this fabulous soiree are limited and sure to be the most coveted of the season. Mark your calendars, dear friends, and ready your pens. This is one soiree you won't want to miss. So, don your finest attire and stay tuned as we approach this glorious night. Until then, I remain your ever-curious devotee, Lady Whistledown.
Stunning, darling.
It's saying this is what I'm putting out, you know? And also it's reminding myself that no one out there is saying do it now. So if I'm rushing myself and I'm putting out something that is of rushed nature and the quality is like not steezing, again, I shouldn't have high expectations. It's only fair. And it's my choice, obviously, till when do I do that? Until when do I put that kind of effort in projects? But that's what I'm even saying about not being too proactive. I am gonna work with your expectation, but for today though, that's the only time where I'm gonna be like, ourselves in and go to create a work. In the future, yeah, you know what, when it's emergency, and if the donor is like if you don't send me this video, I'm not pressing that send, and we have 1 million on our way, that's different. Right now, I do think like, deep down, we can sleep 24 more hours, you know?
So, I like that. It's beautiful. So it's not going to be the same, obviously, because Lady Whistledown, they live in a world of color, of costume, of gowns, of events, of balls, of love, romance, tragedy, kingship, queenship. So that makes sense. This one, I remember getting it here. Oh, by the way, I need to show this. This was done by Erin Johnston, who is my sister. She's bloody fantastic. I am going to be getting a lot of help. She will be one of my employees. I love how I said I am going to be the only employee. Honestly, my sister is in my life, helping me with every single thing in her own way, and she's been very important. But I did ask her to pause for now because I just want to do it on my own.
Not talking, I'm listening. Your mind really moves quickly. I'm listening, yeah?
But yes, but essentially that's that. It's that, no, like it moving quickly. I think what's most important for me is communicating the bigger picture. So I can create this for you. I can give it to you tomorrow morning. It is just a voiceover, but it's not just a voiceover. Like you calling me again, I know I'm within with what you want, and I know it's only be done in just one read. We can also post one read, but it's again thinking about that. I would like to at least do it 5 times and choose one of the 5, and then like from there we gooi. Or do 5, send you 2, and you choose one of that. There's something like that. I think process is important. And if we do it right from the beginning, it eliminates shit. Because should we refine the kind of steez that we're working with, when you send me like again in the future, even on Monday, when you say Siithembs, I want to post this tomorrow, it's easy for me to access a character that we've already approved. This one, we haven't even approved one recording.
And I also don't want criticism right now. I don't want criticism. And it's not about me being good or bad or not wanting to be told any of those or like being aware of my mistake. It is the dotshavich experiment. That means that I really just want to immerse myself in bringing my dreams to life. Messy, doing the mistakes, but not having voice. Like, there's so many things to do. The last thing I'm trying to be doing is making a million decisions and also doubting myself. Now, the moment anyone says the color, the color can be changed, guys, after it's published. It's fine. Right now, I love my brand colors, and I'm going to keep them for as long as I need to. I think minimum a year. Should I change my branding on my official launch, then I'll.
And it's 2148. No. We are queer and we are fabulous, and quality is our culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, dotshavich experiment.
Come on, baby! Come on!
Anyway, these are going to be available on my website. Please look out for it. If anything, it will be on the description below. I don't know if it's going to be out by the time that I put out this video, but if it's not, I will give you the password. I'm joking. I'm not ready to give the password yet, but there is going to be a video where I just give the password to those that watch the videos first. Like for 2 days, like 48 hours, they're the only ones that I have access to. And just them appreciating, because again, I'm not trying to make sales immediately. No, that's not the point. I also want to be able to manage the traffic, because I don't know when a website crashes, why, for all of those. So I'm going to be experiencing a lot of technical issues when I start introducing people. And again, I am the person doing everything: graphics, the admin, your bank details, the registration of the company, the copy, photography, videography, the social medias,
I love that. That's what you thought at that moment. Dotshavich. Because that's it.
I'm really down, and trust me on even your proactiveness, not even just as a performer, whatever, your marketing, distributive strategies and skills. Please do aid them. That would be lovely.
Anyway, I'm not complaining. So, I was still saying that. Sorry, I'm rambling. What is the time? Okay, I'm just going to come up and check what the time is.
Particularly now, since you understand how the process is headed towards.
And it's a steez, yes.
Yes, and I'm really down in terms of the interview and stuff. Like, I'm really down for that interview vibes, because that would have been dope. Because
the call was special.